When it comes to moving your character with the thumbstick, let's start over.
Fine, I'll start from the beginning.
Hi, I'm Daniel. The ergonomic Azeron keypad is gaming peripheral designed to provide gamers with alternative way to control their character and actions in game. With this device, with this device you use only one finger to move, instead of 3 when playing with keyboard. Here is some tips on how to move your character with the Azeron like a pro. Install the Azeron software and connect the keypad using the provided USB cable. Use the software to create game profiles and assign specific actions to the buttons on the keypad. Click on an icon, choose the input method, and pick a key to bind. Refer to this video to learn more about key binding. We can't stress enough how important it is to calibrate your thumbstick.
An essential aspect of existence.
Go to Settings, scroll down to Analog Joystick Hardware Calibration. Click on Calibrate and begin calibration. Now follow on-screen prompts. When it comes to moving the thumbstick, move it slowly for the software to register a perfect circle, not an ellipse. Before we proceed, make sure you are adjusting the thumbstick for the active profile and press Apply after changing the settings. If the stick symbol is not in the center of the black circle, which represents the movement area of your thumbstick, it's time to adjust the offset. Go back to Settings, navigate to Analog Joystick Hardware Calibration, and manually fine-tune the offset X and Y sliders until your thumbstick is perfectly centered. Don't forget to save your changes. If it feels like you messed up, press Reset and start over. When it comes to moving your character with the thumbstick, there are some things to consider. While binding the stick, you can choose the keyboard option and map WASD on the thumbstick. You can bind any key on the thumbstick. Ensure that the same keys are configured in your in-game settings for movement. For games that support dual input, Baldur's Gate 3, Fortnite and Cyberpunk, consider the Xbox 360 joystick option for full 360-degree movement. This option will emulate 360-degree movement, while WASD will only allow you to move in 8 directions.
However, on a controller, you are not limited to those directions. Because I'm using my thumb to control the entire movement of my character, that means that I now have 3 fingers, which I have entirely freed up. For example, if I ever need to edit immediately, I can do that now because I no longer need to move my finger to press a button. So now I have my index finger on edit, my middle finger on jump, and my ring finger is on crouch. And this is absolutely insane because I no longer have to move my fingers if I need to edit or crouch.
My finger's always on the edit button, always ready to edit. Compared to if you're playing on WASD, if you're hitting E or F, there's that travel time from D to E or F, so it just takes a little bit longer. This way, I have full mobility and I never have to take my finger off my edit button. I can do stuff like this, like run like this and, you know, put ramps over people and shit like that. And it's especially good for box fighting because you can really just cut the corner while still placing the wall. So instead of coming around the corner all slow like this, you can just whip around the corner and place that wall before your opponent. Biggest thing I've noticed though is side jumps. Side jumps infinitely got easier for me. Feels so smooth.
Check this link to see the full list of games that support dual input.
Alternatively,
select the analog joystick for direct input control. Perfect for the older games or when combined with the third-party tools like Auto Hotkey, Joy2Key or with Zim adapter. There is one other option in the drop-down menu, Xbox 360 and the keyboard joystick. This feature simultaneously sends both keyboard and joystick signals, ideal for scenarios where you need both inputs active, like accelerating in vehicles in games like Warzone. So at this point you have created profiles for your games, set up your thumbstick and are ready to kick some major ass. But there are some things you can do to your thumbstick to improve your movement even more. If you feel like your strafing with thumbstick is lacking, a restrictor ring might be the right solution for you. This accessory reduces thumbstick motion range, allowing for faster directional changes with shorter thumbstick moves.
Machine gun suit you, Spud.
Now, you must remember.
You will have to adjust the upper dead zone of the thumbstick once the restrictor ring is on. Dead zone is the area around the thumbstick that determines how far you must tilt it to register a movement in the game. With the restrictor ring on, you have to reduce the upper dead zone, thus shrinking the circle for the software to register a complete thumbstick move. In the Azeron software, go to your profile, click on the thumbstick and reduce the upper dead zone until the thumbstick makes a perfect full circle. Usually the right value is 120. Now, with restrictor ring on, you can move and strafe faster by making shorter thumbstick moves. For games used in WASD mode, you will want the upper dead zone pretty low. For 360 mode, it's advisable to keep the upper dead zone pretty high, so the black circle is bigger, and moving the thumbstick will let you move at different speeds. Tilt the stick a little bit to walk slowly, and tilt it to the max to sprint. With the reduced upper dead zone, it will be much harder to change movement speed on a fly like that. The lower dead zone refers to the area in the center of the joystick that won't be recognized if the joystick is moved within the area. Try increasing it if you are experiencing accidental movements. Sensitivity settings create a small dead zone around your thumbstick's position. Tweaking this setting affects how much you need to tilt the stick for the software to recognize movement. Experiment until it feels just right. In some cases, you might want to adjust the angle. Adjust it to alter the direction of the thumbstick. Whether you want forward motion by tilting upward or forward, a simple value change 90 degrees or 0 can make a big difference. Play around with the settings until they suit your comfort. Last but not least, you can map a secondary thumbstick. You will have to bind toggle thumbstick on any key to switch between two thumbstick setups. If you have chosen the Elite version 2 thumbstick, you're in for a treat. While you can't use an Azeron restrictor ring, this thumbstick offers improved precision and comfort. You'll also receive 4 magnetic caps of different sizes and shapes, and tool to fine-tune the thumbstick tension. You have just survived the KEYPAD thumbstick bootcamp. If you managed to stay awake through this entire tutorial, give that like button a gentle click. And don't forget to subscribe if you need more pro-level wisdom from us.